Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Learning Sound and Synthesis Spotlight Series interview. I'm here today with Luca. I'm so excited for this conversation. We are going to be talking about the shifts that Luca has made over the last few months to go from perfectionism with his music to making music every single day and really taking your synthesis skills to a new level. Your music is amazing. I just want to start off by saying that everything I've heard so
Thank
far, I've
you.
really loved. Welcome to everyone who's tuning in live. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. It's nice to see that you're here.
I
And
follow.
let's get into it. Luca, can you introduce yourself a little? Maybe who you are and what kind of music you make?
Okay, my name is Luca, obviously, and I'm an electronic music composer and sound artist. I've studied a lot of this stuff in uni. I have a master degree in electronic music composition, and I came from that background. So, a strict academic formation in electronic music, but I've also had always with me a passion for all this, for the types of the genres of electronic music. I produced a lot of house music, techno, and ambient music, obviously. Right now, I do a lot of experimental stuff, a lot of acousmatic music, as I
Awesome.
like to call it,
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
give me a tone.
Yeah, acousmatic music. Amazing. So you do a lot, and you
Yeah.
said you have a lot of training, master's degree in electronic music. That's awesome. Um, so can you tell us a little bit about how your, aside from your training, how your musical practice looked? Maybe take us back like 3 or 6 months. Um, what was going on? How is it feeling? What were you challenged with? What were you
Yeah, yeah.
working on?
To me, working on music has always been very random.
Mm,
I try to explain. Peaks of great inspirations with a lot of music done in a little period of time without any great control over it. I wasn't really um, in control of my talent. Okay,
mm,
and so I was I stopped my creativity for very long periods of time.
yeah,
Um, Maybe because I always had, and right now it still is right in this way, but I always had the great expectations about my art in general.
right.
This is a great killer for your any kind of art you make. And so working on music was always a pleasure, of course, but stressful
Yeah,
in a kind of way because not only I put great expectation on me, but I work in a very conceptual and very cerebral way,
right.
very non real time. Um, it's tough. It's tough. Working on experimental music of this kind has helped me a lot on any genre I try to make, but
Right.
it also stopped me from working a more linear and relaxed way, if it makes sense.
It does make sense. So the first thing I just want to say, so what Luca just, one of the things you mentioned is these kind of creative peaks and valleys where you have like a burst of creativity and like make a lot of music and then you don't do anything for a long period of time. I just want to say that that's not unusual. I'm sure that people can relate to that. Actually, let me know in the comments if you can relate to that. And also welcome to everyone who's here live. It's great to see you. Or, if you're watching the replay and that resonates with you, let us know. These peaks and valleys, right? And I think in a way we put pressure on ourselves that we have to be always productive, or we're not like doing the creative thing right. And that makes it even worse because then, it becomes this, like you said, stressful thing where it's like, okay, we've got to get it done. We've got to get it done. Yeah. Josh Landowski says, going through it now, it'll pass. It will pass. Let's talk about how what's been helpful for you over the last few months to kind of move through those valleys, because now you're making music every day. It's different, right? Different from where you were before.
Basically, I told myself, okay, I need to forget everything I've learned so far. In a positive way. I don't hate everything I learned.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, but I was stuck. And I told myself, okay, you need to think like the young yourself. So start again. Try to think about that you don't know anything anymore, so you have to start from somewhere.
This is what I always call the beginner's mind, right? Pretend you're open to everything and you don't know what you don't know. Okay.
So I went through a lot of playful stuff. I started DJing. I started composing house again. I started making some weird noises just for fun. But it wasn't enough because my personality is very, I don't know how to say, but I hope that the hand gesture is
we
explanatory. I really need to apply myself on something. I need to study. I love learning things.
Mm-hmm.
To the burnout sometimes. But I love learning things. So I've always turned around modular synthesis because it's a vast topic, and it's kind of intimidating because I came from a guitar background, and I have a passion for guitar pedals, like every guitarist in the world. And I know that it's a kind of similar way of thinking if you don't have a precise path to follow. Okay. You start buying things, you start accumulating things, and you really don't know how to use them. And so frustration grows even more, and you do always less music. So I told myself, okay, I need to learn something new, but at a very slow piece, at a really slow rhythm. And I need a really precise way of being guided through this new topic. Structure, because if I start to search for YouTube tutorials, you get lost. I love YouTube tutorials, of course, like everybody, but they are really a lot of stuff, and you accumulate stuff, and so you don't really come to
totally. It can be very hard when you're starting as a beginner. I mean, YouTube's amazing. I have my own YouTube channel. I watch YouTube videos all the time to learn things, but it can be hard when you're starting from the beginning because they kind of drop you in the middle, right? They assume a lot of knowledge, and then you're watching something, trying to learn about one topic and all of a sudden you're like, wait, do I need to know about all those 5 things too?
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you're like distracted and confused.
yeah.
So I understand, like, a structured approach. You found your way to learning sound and synthesis and you enrolled in my class, which is, I'm very happy you're in the class. You've been such a wonderful part of the community. So thank you for being part of it. So I'm assuming that that was part of that process for you in
Yeah,
finding that structure.
yeah, yeah. Um, I can say that I follow you from a long time, obviously, like everyone really on this kind of experimental stuff. And when the last call for enrolling started to spam, I was in the mood of the beginner mind.
Yeah.
And so I told myself, that's perfect. You can start from there. You can try. Maybe the course, I didn't really know everything about the course. I read the posts on Instagram, etc. But I jumped in really in an impulsive way. I had the feeling to me was the right thing to do. And I told myself, okay, maybe a lot of the stuff that you will find in the course will be stuff that you know, because I have a background in synthesis pretty vast, honestly. And so I expected to know something. But I told, okay, at least something you will learn, because
Right.
the attitude of Sarah, it's maybe what you need now. And
So,
it was true. It was true.
oh, good,
Thanks
good.
for.
I'm glad. I'm glad. So I know that, you just said when you enrolled in learning sound synthesis, you were like, yeah, you know what? I'm in a beginner's mindset. Let's see what I get out of this. But I also remember you were talking about how you had some fears and some hesitations around joining the class because it might sort of shake up what you were doing, right? And kind of
Yeah,
expose some maybe flaws or holes in your knowledge.
yeah. Of course. Um, Coming from my background, I was really arrogant, I think, and so in part I was thinking, okay, maybe you will be super prepared, but if you will not be super prepared, how can you handle this kind of emotion? What if the course exposes the fact that you in reality know nothing about what you think you know?
I wouldn't call that arrogant. I would just say that it's, again, it seems very human. It's just something that I think a lot of people feel, right? It's like we want to learn something, we feel ready, we feel interested, and we're just nervous. Like, what if I don't succeed? What if I'm, not the smartest kid in class, quote unquote, or whatever? So, can
Yeah.
you talk about how, you know, I want to really make sure we have time to talk about the shifts that you've been making that have really changed your practice in a short period of time. Um, can you get into maybe one or two of the things that you think are like the biggest changes that have impacted your music making?
Yeah, I started consuming all the course material in a very short period of time, but the lessons, the more I went through the lessons, the more I understood the attitude of the course, the stressing on try everything you find on your path through the course. Try even the simplest stuff. And so I find myself playing with simple sine waves, cross modulation, simple stuff that I knew, but the idea of not being behind, the idea of imperfect action, like you define it, it was really relaxing. And so I started making my little patches on VCV, and I started recording everything I did in my playing sessions, and this helped me a lot because before the course I wasn't really in the kind of thinking I couldn't start a project with the recording button. I started the project always with okay, you need to gather some materials, you need to process them, then you need to find a concept to encapsulate everything. Very complex way of thinking.
Interesting.
You have to arrive to the perfect result immediately.
Interesting. Okay.
And so starting to mess with the modulars and simple sine waves, which I love personally, give me some new print.
I love that. Okay, so I want to comment on this and then I'll let you share if there's something else that you did. But this is so simple to everyone here. One of the things that I say all of the time in learning sound and synthesis, every single video, if not multiple times inside of a video, is okay, here's a new cool technique, here's a new module, here's a new idea. Now go try it out in your own creative practice. See what it means for you. Even if it's simple, even if it's something you already knew, like some of these techniques Luca already knew, but then you were like, okay, but do I know everything that they do? Can I try them in a new way? The answer is always yes. There's always something new to find. And what you said, the word you said was relaxed. Somehow, me saying that to you over and over again gave you like permission to slow down. And you were like, okay, I'm just going to relax into this. I'm just going to play. I'm going to hit record. I don't need to have a whole song thought of. I'm just going to play. And that's amazing. So if any of you kind of relate to this feeling of pressure where it's like, I've got to have it all figured out before I start to compose, maybe this is something you can try, is just give yourself some permission to, just explore and play and hit record. What's the worst that's going to happen? You'll end up maybe with some recordings you don't like, but the best that's going to happen is you might end up with something amazing that sparks your whole next piece or album or more. You don't know.
Yeah. And something that I've learned through my entire path in music is that basically all material is good material. You have always to store it in the right way, some good backup. But all the material, maybe not in the moment you've recorded or you processed it, transformed as you wish, but maybe 2 months later, 3 months later, you are working on a totally different piece of music, of art, and re-listening to your recordings, you find the sound that, wow, that's amazing. I could use this to now fit my composition.
All material is good material. I love that. That's so good. Don't throw it away, folks. Okay, is there anything else that you wanted to share? So slowing down was something that was really helpful for you, maybe getting a little more kind of playful, letting go of that need to have a structure when you start a composition. Those are three amazing things. Is there anything else that comes to mind?
Don't stress over gear.
Oh,
Don't stress over gear. I enrolled the course about modular synthesis, and I was like, okay, now I need to start build my case, find modules, and the thing is that now I know VCV Rack is all I need to explore modular world. It's perfect for my needs, and to learn, it's the perfect tool.
yeah.
You don't need anything else. The real precious thing you acquire from the course is not the more knowledge about gear, but it's knowledge about how to use sound
Mm.
beyond gear. And so if you learn stuff in the course, you can transport them that in anything VST hardware, you know.
Yeah. I
It's
love
very
that.
broad.
I love that. Yeah. We do love gear. Gear is super fun,
Yeah.
but that's not really what the class, what learning sound and synthesis is about you cultivating your skill, your technique, and your voice as an electronic musician using synthesizers, whatever synth you decide to choose. And yeah, I love, shout out to VCV Rack. I'm not, officially affiliated with them in any way, but I'm a big fan and I use them in all my classes. They're a really great tool. I see some learning sound and synthesis students and alumni here in the chat. It's so great to see you all. Ice Locust, hello, hello. Spontaneous Synthesist, it's great to have you all here. That's great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So don't stress about the gear. I love it. Let's summarize everything we talked about. So slow down, take some time. If you're in those peaks and valleys, like if that's how your creative practice goes, it's okay. You don't need to be making music 100% of the time in order to be succeeding at music. That's not the way it works. You are still creative even if you have weeks or months where you don't create, okay? Hear me, folks. Please hear me. Leave an emoji or something in the comments if you hear me. It's so important. It's okay to slow down.
It happens anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It'll happen anyway.
you
So you might
can.
as well embrace it and be okay with it. Luca, you also said you would let yourself be a little more playful. You let yourself let go of the like idea of needing a structure before you compose. I think that's so amazing. And then don't stress about the gear. Yeah. Focus on your technique, focus on your skills, on your ears, your ability to listen. So valuable. Thank you. I love
Thank
that.
you.
Love it. Speaking of learning sound and synthesis really quickly, we are in between cohorts right now, but I'm still going to put this link up on the screen, soundandsynthesis.com. You can also send me a DM and say, hey, what's up with your synthesis class? And I'll tell you about it. This is my class that teaches you everything you need to know to make music with modular synthesizers. Even if you have no music training, even if you have no gear, don't stress about the gear. You don't need gear. You can do it all in VCV Rack, which is an amazing free software. I run it twice a year. And the next enrollment period will be in late February. So if you want to join the priority list, which basically means you'll be the first notified and you'll be first in line to get yourself signed up, go to soundandsynthesis.com or send me a DM and say, hey, what's up with your synth class? And I'll send you the link. It's an amazing community of people like Luca. I mean, there are hundreds more, but everyone is part of this community is just so creative and so supportive. So if you're craving that kind of structured learning and you're craving a community to do it with, people to share ideas with, people to like collaborate with, people to ask questions to and support, this is the place to do it. I mean, I'm biased obviously because it's the community that I've, worked on building, but I really truly believe in it and it's just amazing. So full of so many beautiful people like you.
Thank you.
Like you. And like the folks who are in the chat chiming in.
Yeah. I could confirm that the community is such a precious resource in the
Yeah,
course. There's a lot of skilled people. It's amazing. Every problem you have, every idea you have, you can just send to the community. Someone is still ready
exactly.
to respond. It's amazing.
Exactly. And it just gets better with every cohort too, which is amazing. So what I want to take a couple minutes here, or however long you need, to tell us what's coming up for you. Do you have any new music on the horizon? Anything that we can follow to stay tuned with what you're working on?
It's a very complicated question.
Okay.
Because no, okay. I'm working on. I have a tier list of projects.
Oh, I understand. I do too. I do too. Well, maybe tell us
A
about one.
priority list, and you can follow me basically on my Bandcamp, on my Instagram. I don't know if Sarah, you have the link to
Yeah,
drop
I
on the
will do
chat.
that. Yep.
I basically will start working probably on a new album in 2025 because I want to. And I want to lean towards the side of glitch music and post-digital music like Alvanoto, Aoki Takamasa, great inspiration of mine. So if you are interested in this kind of music mixed with ambient, just follow me. Maybe something will come out eventually.
I love that. I will make sure to put links in the comments. Luca underscore here, 1 second. Mucci.wave is on Instagram. You can find that. There we go. Sorry, you got to deal with me trying to type at the same time. It's always kind of fun. There we go. That's how you can follow there. That's been posted in the comments. Or Bandcamp is another place. Well, I'm, for one, I think I can speak for many people. I'm very much looking forward to hearing what comes. A new
Thank
album
you.
sounds super exciting. Keep us posted, okay? Please keep us
Of
informed.
course, of course. I will try to encapsulate everything I've got from lesson from the new mindset and try to put it out.
That's great. Just remember to have fun, I think that's one of the most important things. We're doing this because it's fun. And I'm a big believer that the more fun we have in our music, the better it is. Plain and simple. So if there's a sound that lights you up and makes you go, "Ooh, I love that," then that's all you need to know. It's good. It is the right sound to use. Doesn't matter if it fits the formula or it's, made on a specific piece of gear. Nothing else matters.
Formula.
Yeah.
I've studied acousmatic music,
If you
I'm
love
really
it, that is
into
all you need. All right. Awesome. Okay, I think we'll wrap up here today. Unless there's anything else, is there any final parting words you want to say?
I want to thank you for inviting me here, and I want to say hi to all the friends watching, and
I love it.
let's keep in touch,
Definitely. Please go follow Luca. Instagram, follow on Bandcamp. Truly, your mind will be blown when you hear this music. It's beautiful, and there's more coming. So thank you so much, Luca, for your time. Thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for all of you who tuned in live. And we will see you at the next Spotlight Series interview. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.